Hi guys, this is Anna and Baby Trading. I am here today with some unexpected and unusual video format, but I am feeling some lack of info, some lack of sharing experiences just right here. And also I want to add some things about the comments because I am striving to have some feedbacks because, I am so into what I'm doing, and these feedbacks just give me the oil, just give me the fuel just to continue. And today's video about the don'ts, about what you better not do when you are in the beginning or just in the middle, or if you have some crisis in binary options. And I just want to hear all your stories. I just want to hear if you've been using some advices or you can give some more advices. And I'd like to share it. I'd like just to give you some also feedback just in the videos or just, in commenting also your comments. So let's share it. Let's make it something more, like interactive. But about the don'ts that you better avoid. And in trading, we just started, and it's not going to be that much, but I hope it's going to be quite useful. The first thing that I actually want to share sounds a little bit stupid and sounds a little bit about the tolerance, and some healthy atmosphere. But actually, it's not about the community, but I love community. The trading community is actually quite nice, and we help each other just because we are not, we are not in some lost, we are not in some down position if any trader just got it as a profit, because the market, this is the only, the only battle that we are having this is with the market. And the first thing I want to tell you, just please do not be jealous. Just please do not compare yourself with the traders. And it's not that bad because we all have, that feelings, but in the end, it actually may give you, the wrong feeling of feeling better with without any reasons or stuff. And you can catch yourself. You're going to be checking some videos. You're going to be checking some strategies just to find the mistakes and to feel better. Or you've been just, watching anything, giving some even feedbacks and comments, but you're going to be missing all the actually useful info inside of it. And you're just going to be, jumping from video to video just to check what others having. Do they have losers? Do they stupid? Or if they have profit. And anyway, even if you feel better because somebody is in mistakes, you feel worse in the end. And if you feel good, out of some mistakes, you feel bad in the end. And if you feel bad out of somebody's profits, you feel bad in the end too. And I just want you to focus on some info. I just want to focus on some practice. Get as much info as you can. Ask questions. Correct somebody. Give advices even. But then take it. Go home and practice. This is what actually makes you stable. That is what actually makes you quite confident, your own practice. And just do not be into this emotional abyss or stimulation. Be on your own practicing. Be on your own platform and work on your own ratings and skills. That's important, and that's the number one. The second one is going to be quite close to the first one, and it's going to be about denial. Just do not deny your current level. Do not, be delusional just about your own level, and do not try to jump the next levels just to compare, to feel better, as I told you before. Just because if you are, so blindfolded of where you currently are, you are not able to study, you are not able to improve yourself. You better just be, in reality with all your ratings, with all your counts, of wins and losses, and where all your weaknesses and strong sides. And just, multiply your strong sides, multiply your, win strategies or the profit from it. But if you are trying to be better, to know more, just if you see somebody, some trader using so many strategies, and I need to know more and more and more and more because I'm not good enough. This is bad. This is again and again, you're getting too emotional. But in that quite analytic, sphere with the trading, it just gives you lots of losses. It just gives you a lot of mistakes. And I just want you to be right here. So I am just like, at my first months or at my second or the 6 months of the trading. And I do not expect from myself a lot. And I do not lie to myself where I am at. So this is quite important because that gives you just a lot of energy to improve yourself. If you know that I'm bad at something, I can fix it. I can improve it. And this is the energy when you are just like, oh my God, I want to be better. I want to be better. This is me just because of me. That's quite important. The third tip that I want to give you, please do not think that you are losers, just a never-ending story. I'm going to mention that about the wins also, but the losses are quite more just painful. And some traders just stop. If I feel like today, I don't know, I was wrong and the market is not for me today and I'm, too devastated, I just stop. I just stop for a while. Sometimes just for a day and I'm just coming back later in the evening. Sometimes I take a pause, just maybe for a day or something like that. Or maybe tomorrow I try the different thing because every bad is a new bad and every day is a new day. But also just have yourself and prevent yourself from stop for forever because you're practicing and there's some losing days. You cannot avoid that just because this is the market. Market is a god and we are just like, in somehow we are just like some servants that can actually want to have some, advantages from it. So that's why everything is changing and your losing are going to be changed also. So please do not be in despair. This is quite important because when you're despair, you're getting, how to say that, you are getting not that attentive. You are sometimes too angry to make the right mistakes. I wanted to say no, just to make right decisions. And that's important also. This is what I want to mention. The next one is also simple, but I think it's quite important just to mention all of things. It's quite obvious, but you better hear it again and just it may remind you at some point that, yeah, I know I gotta do it. And this one is gonna be never stop just doing what actually works for you. If you see that this strategy is just yours, if you see that it's just working, don't quit it too fast just because, okay, it's done, I'm gonna get for some next, I'm gonna get for some more strategies because a lot of traders, they're showing us so many strategies, and if I am profitable just at that point, it means that I'm not professional enough. This is not true. It actually, all of that just, for seeking the opportunity to be profitable and profitably consistent. So if you are good at something, learn from it. Just use it as much as you can, learn, study, start even to share it, because when you start actually to teach somebody, you can find lots of mistakes that you are doing and lots of big sides of yours. So it's quite important, and I want you to remind that because I am just getting lots of messages. Yeah, I'm good in that, but I wanted something more. I wanted something new. And the basis of that is the feeling that you're quite confident, but you're quite confident about one thing. And do not spread this confidence, on all strategies. It's just about this moment. And the moment you nail the market, it's just the moment. And don't forget about that. Work just with those who are actually working for you. And try something. If you have even more energy, it's the energy not is like being boring, actually. That's it. This advice are gonna be about just, something like the life story changing. Do not be afraid of discomfort and risk. Because here's the trading, it's all about the risk. I know lots of traders who are coming here, they want to have some consistent results without any risk. Nobody promised you a salary, nobody promised you a profit, but you may have zero, you may have even minus balance, or you may have thousands of thousands. This is not the fixed thing. And a lot of feelings that you are actually having are just the feeling of uncertainty. And you just like, oh my God, I don't know how it's going to end. I don't know if this money I can keep actually because I want to multiply it, but I am afraid of losing it. And there is a lot of things. And sometimes even inside of the bets, inside of making these tiny decisions, you are just, in a hurry. You are entering too fast or too late, or you are just going out with this overwhelming fear. But sometimes even with the fear, you better see how it's going to end and learn from it. Learn again and again. And the more you know, the less you actually have these feelings of uncertainty, discomfort, or stuff. But this is just the feel like that. There is no way to avoid that. And plus, when you are in some discomfort and some feelings of afraid of anything, you are growing. It actually, even when you're driving your car and you are just following all the same routes, there is nothing actually, you have actually the reasons to be afraid of, because some car can hit you, there's no control of it. But anyway, your brain is just so calm because you know all these routes and you're just following it. You've done it for 1,000 times, but you do not learn. You do not learn anything. And even if you are having like 20 years of experience in driving and you are choosing new country, new route, I don't know, something a little bit more complicated than usual, you are starting to feel some discomfort, or just the weather is changing and you are in discomfort and you learn, you're just, with adrenaline. And this is actually in learning the situations that we are looking for. I do not suggest to use only that energy of fear, adrenaline to trade every day. No, I'm telling you, if something is working, please stick with that for weeks, because you got this, just as a candle, as we have it. There was a candle of the adrenaline, candle of fear, and then you continue. You just trying to catch the feelings that inside of that, you may be quite confident because you'll learn a lot. So just make it as a roller coaster, have some points of it and then go down and be calm, and then just try it again. This is the recipe, actually. And for that, that's done. I've done enough. I told you about the strategy that you may actually use that even if it's not working, but you're going to improve it for a weeks. But I just suggest do not use one setups just to keep the whole markets, the whole situation, the whole states. Try to find some multiple setups, and you may just combine it, just have it in a row or just some, in random order, but you better be, multifunctional. So with one setup, it's too simple just to handle with that complicated thing as a market. So try something. Try it just in a row and then combination of it, and then just like with the whole market situation. So what I actually want to tell you in that complicated way, all setups just according to the market, and choose the setups, and then the market is going to be more and more stable just for you. I'm going to give you some last one advice, and this is what actually I could easily put on first place, and it's gonna be because this is actually that important. Please, I just beg you, please don't set up your daily goals. Don't, because this is bad. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. And it doesn't matter if it's about the money. So I started with $1 and I want to have like $100, or I want to make 5 bets today, or I want to make like 10 bets today. No, even with the time, you better spend some time on it. You better make some bets. You better earn some money for sure. But when you put the pressure, it's like a sports interest, and there's a lot of situations where you're just getting blindfolded because you are striving to the goal. But this is not like that. This is not something you can control. This is not, the thing you can eat, and you can go out and eat it. And even in that case, your body and as a market, your body is a king, your body is a god. And even if you decided I'm going to eat 20 hamburgers, it doesn't work like that. You better be clearly attentive to the whole situations that you're having. And this pressure, that you put on yourself when you're actually afraid, when you actually already don't want to trade, when you're actually tired, this pressure is what makes you avoid, like a daily practicing, like make it as a habit, because nobody wants to get into pressure. We have a lot of and enough in confidence in here. We have a lot of stress in here. And if you are making it together with the pressure that you put on yourself, too heavy. I'm just telling you, too heavy. So make some profits or make some losses, and don't strive, do not hunt on yourself. You are here just to learn, and this is your own process. This is no right way how you gonna be learning. There's just some advices for those and from those who just got it and got it a little bit more and more, I don't know, successful. But there's no two same ways. So this is what I actually want to tell you. And I hope you're going to like this format. And I quite enjoyed that. I feel, so much energy that I can share all this info, that I can see some traders that are actually dealing with all these problems. So just feedbacks, as I told you, I'm too excited just even to finish that video. So guys, another video is just done. I so like that. I tried it just to explain that from my own, experience, and I'm 3 years in trading. And maybe it's not that perfectly, theoretical, because I was just telling that from my heart, from the bottom of my heart, and what I learned and what I want to sincerely just to share with you. I hope you like that. I am just welcoming all comments, feedbacks, or maybe you have some advices that I couldn't formulate, that I couldn't share. And I'm just welcoming that also, because as I told you, this trading community is so friendly, like eco-friendly, just because we are not in the positions that some of us may lose if somebody is winning. No, we are just all in profits, and that's the perfect world, I think. So for today we are done, and all the links below this video or in my bio, all of that, and stay tuned.